Okay, sorry, I'm in my at-home shirt, so I'm looking a little bit dirty, but I was about to film a video where I packed my makeup bag for my very short trip to Texas, but I was about to film that. I got a text message from the delivery person because I was gonna get a package. Lo and behold, I was like, oh, am I still on the PR list? Mind you, I didn't get any emails or whatever because I think I blocked them on my business email. But anyway, just to catch you guys up, if you don't already know, I made a whole ass video. It's like a 15-minute video ranting about House of Hur and their products. You know, I gave them their flowers where they deserved it based on their products, but also like 90% of the video was me shitting on their fucking blush. You know, the one that everybody loves or whatever. But I thought it was more gaggy that in here is their new blushes. Now, am I saying I'm responsible for these new sets of blushes? No. One thing I will say that's funny though is that if you look at their social media, the tone in which they reply to comments now, whether it's their own videos or people that talk about the products videos, the tone has shifted, which is good. Girl, they were talking, did you see the attitude that they had? Girl, if someone doesn't like their blush and they would reply to their comments, you're using it wrong.
Death to all of them.
Anyway, these are their new Every Cheek blushes. Context clues, get the feeling that these are probably cream cheek blush. I haven't seen any promo, like on social media, no, like I said, no emails, nothing. So I'm going into this like, I'm raw dogging this. And I'm gonna assume based on the trends that this is a cream cheek blush in kind of like a short form twist up factor, kind of like the Rhode blushes. Cause I feel like ever since that shit, I swear to God, Rhode is like on every K-beauty brand's mood board right now because everything they be doing, girl, all the other brands, especially with the blushes and the lip stuff. I know Vanilla Co also came out with something exactly like that. Even Chonzomi came out with fucking blushes that look just like the Rhode ones. So I'm gonna assume that this is similar to the cheek stuff. I mean, a twist up cream blush is not a new fucking thing, but the sort of short cream blush is very giving Rhode. So this is the packaging. Every cheek. No English on the box other than that. There are 5 shades that I got. I just pulled a random one. This is number 2, Play Ploji. Play Flozy? Yep. Although I have to say, just like the color scheme and like the way it feels. I mean, this doesn't feel the most expensive either, but I think because of the simple color scheme, it doesn't look necessarily the cheapest, but girl, this is giving like Fisher Price. Oh shit, hold on. Yes?
Yes. I'm playing.
Say hello.
I chat.
Not the chat. Honestly, for me, I'm not so anal about packaging. So for me, what's most important is what's on the inside. The packaging is like, if it's cute, then, that's a bonus. Yep. Very standard procedure. 6.5 grams of product, 0.22 ounces, and this is all the product you get. I can already tell just from this is for me, but this color I would never fucking use because it's too warm toned. Very red. House of Hur loves their red. Very, very warm tone and orangey. You can see pinky red, but as I blend it, because my skin is more on the olive yellow side, it's giving orange. But there's 4 other colors, so we'll see. I'm gonna swatch them on my bare face first, and then later on, you know, just to give them a fair chance with the full face, I'll do my foundation afterwards. And then I'll put the color that I like the most on top. But so far, based off this little one swatch that I did, I already like the fact that it's a matte blush. So we're starting off good. Because those, if you can watch my video about it, but basically I really didn't like the original Ampoule blushes because they're just so watery, which can be good if they blended nicely. As in, while you're applying, you get a nice gradation, but that one, it just kept fucking spreading everywhere. And as many people, for some reason, a lot of people are scared to give their opinion about it online, but a lot of people say that it lifts foundation. Although I really didn't like it for myself, I said it's great for people that wear very little skin makeup because the thicker your foundation or base makeup is gonna get, the more likely those Ampoule blushes will lift that shit off because it's just so watery. It's like putting on a makeup remover for your blush. But this one is a solid cream matte blush, so it's way up more my alley. So let's go with number 1, Cherry Gem. Packaging is same color. Again, very bright. This looks just like the last one. Am I crazy? Oh wait, no. So number 1, Cherry Jam, is a lot brighter than number 2, Play Ploji. I wish they put the name in English too. Number 2, Play Ploji, is deeper than this, but let's see. Oh shit. That's bright as fuck. That's really giving me like It's giving me two vibes. Number one, K-beauty in 2015 or 2016. Or number two, it's giving brand outside of Korea, makes a few products in a Korean factory. So they're like, oh, we're a K-beauty brand. And so they put out these colors that aren't very trendy with the current K-beauty at the time. It's giving that vibe. But that doesn't necessarily mean like it's a bad thing, you know? It's just very, for my personal taste, very bright. It is a very cute cherry red though, just like the name Cherry Jam. I feel like these types of colors are very popular with younger Korean girls, I feel like, because they always love a good bright cheek. For me and my skin tone and all that, and my personal color, everything's gonna look extra bright on me. So that's why I do tend to go for more muted shades. This is number 3, Mad for Fuchsia. Holy shit. That's bright as fuck, bitch. Oh my God. That's a really fucking bright blue undertoned fuchsia pink. Oh my God. I have to say though, these blend really fucking nice. There's a lot of cream cheeks that when you blend them, they almost look chalky and like patchy as you blend them. So I mean, they're not impossible to work with, but I usually tend to use brushes for that. But even from like blending with my fingers, it blends really nicely. So that tells me, even if you use a brush, even if you use your fingers, it's gonna work really well for you. You know that pH pink? It's giving straight up that vibe. Bright, like to me personally, it does give a little bit auntie makeup vibes, but there are gonna be people that this suits, so can't talk too much shit about it. I like to swatch stuff on this part of my hand because you can kind of see up close how well it like smooths over the lines, the fine lines in the hand, and it goes on really well. It doesn't look like streaky or like patchy or anything. So, all right, House of Hur. Also, you know what reminds me of? That color reminds me of that cuticle remover liquid that from my youth. And then number 4, the name is Ballet Slipper. That kind of excites me. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is right up my alley. Looking at it here, it's like a rosy beigey brown. Sometimes having overly colored packaging can kind of confuse, like if you hold it like this, the color looks like one way, but if I hold it like this where you can't see the packaging, it's a lot easier to see the tone of the color. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, here it looks like a pinky rosy beige, but I can tell that these sorts of colors tend to look a little bit warmer on me, but I don't mind because I do like these colors and I feel like they give me a sort of, you know, rosy, healthy flush or whatever, but that is finally a color that I like and I'm attracted to. Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to swatch these on my face. Sorry. I'll do it after I do all these hand swatches. And then last but not least, number 5, Evening Whisper. Yeah, I'm hoping for like a mauve-y, cool tone, maybe leaning more purpley vibes. But this is House of Hur. They love their warm tones. Either warm tones or bright tones, based off of all the colors I've seen so far. But they had 2 really good cool tone colors in their liquid blushes. So I'm hoping we get a straight up cool tone. I mean, this is cool toned, but not bright. Yes, 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 yes. This is exactly what I want. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sunny Dahe, thank you. Now, besides the fact that it's a muted, I mean, based off of what I'm seeing here, a muted cool tone, it's deep. I feel like you don't get enough deep tones in K-beauty. I do personal color on people and I get a lot of deep winters, deep autumns, and everything in K-beauty, because obviously, you know, they like K-beauty, they're usually K-beauty lovers, but everything is so red or too bright. So looking at this, it looks deep toned, which I'm excited for. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Whenever this shit drops, if this one doesn't go viral, it doesn't get sold out, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Cause the one before this, number 4, if I want this sort of tone, but I want it to actually be cool toned, this is the type of color I would go for. Because that purple tone is really gonna help with counteracting the redness. In shades like this that have slightly warmer undertone, the redness on my cheeks are gonna pull those warm tones out more. But in colors like this, number 5, those more purpley tones are gonna help with a bit of that redness here that, you know, tends to pop out and make everything look warmer. So I was a little scared. Not gonna lie. When I saw these first 3 here, I was like, fuck. But these last 2, they came in clutch, bitch. They came in motherfucking clutch. But anyway, let's swatch these on my cheeks. I'm gonna like dechung swatch them, okay? I just have to wipe off each one. I'm just gonna kind of half-ass apply them. Okay, so the brush I'm gonna use to apply these is this one. It's like this concealer brush I randomly found on Amazon. I've been really liking to apply my sort of, because I got in this, I got the Chonsami blush, and I also got these new matte and dewy bars from AOU, and so I've been liking to use this sort of flat top brush like this. So let's start with this one, Cherry Jam, and I'm gonna apply it in where I've been really into these days, which is here, especially for like really bright reddish whatever colors. I like to put them like underneath the eye because I feel like that's where they look the cutest. And especially on my skin tone, because I feel like if I put it in the typical, like, you know, here or whatever, it just looks like a punch or slapped in the face. But I do love a good red blush under the eye because I feel like that's sort of sick vibe. I do have a little bit more trouble with these red colors though, honestly. Oh, it is looking a bit patchy, to be honest. Let me see if it makes a difference if I apply it like this first, like that, and then use the brush to blend it rather than using the brush to apply it. Now the patchiness is one thing, but do you notice as I'm applying, it's just like wiping off? I don't know how I feel about that. You know what, I'm gonna try something because I'm swatching on my bare face. When it comes to matte cream cheeks, sometimes if the base is too slippery, it's kind of like the blush doesn't wanna hold on. So what I'm gonna do is just wipe this off first. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of a powder foundation on to kind of simulate like, oh, I put foundation and put powder on. Because sometimes that's what I like to do with cream blushes to get it to stick to my skin, is to put a bit of powder first to make sure it's matte and then put the cream blush on top. So I'm not gonna put a heavy amount, just like not enough to where it's like, oh, it's coverage. I'm just putting a tiny bit here. And then I'm gonna try this again. That goes on way, 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 way better. I'm not sure if this is, let me see, dimethicone, yeah. It's silicone based, so, and there's seed wax. Sunflowers, I'm not an ingredient expert, but I feel like the more silicone or waxy it is, the more chance it has of slipping and sliding, especially if you're a fan of like really dewy, glowy bases. Having that bit of powder gives it some grip. It's kind of like a concealer. Sometimes when you put concealer on, let's say you do your foundation and you're trying to cover a blemish, but if your base makeup and your skincare is making the surface too slippery, your concealer just kind of slips and slides off. So the bit of foundation here helps give it grip. And so it goes on so much smoother and way more even in pigment. I still don't like this color on me, to be honest, because it is, like you can see, it's coming up way more orange than here. Here looks quite red, but on my cheek, it's pulling very orange. So if you are a spring or winter bright, then I think you'll like this color. But yeah, definitely works so much better with powder underneath. All right, so I guess for the rest of the swatches, I gotta do a layer of powder. I'm just wiping the brush on this paper towel to get the extra pigment off. Okay, let's do number 2, Play Plogie. I still don't fucking know what that name is. I feel like this is gonna be a red for the people with deeper coloring or that can't handle as much brightness as that last one. I'm using a different brush to blend that off because it's really, really fucking pigmented, bruh. One of the criticism of the original lineup of colors from the liquid blushes is that they're not pigmented enough. That's why they came out with the 3 much more pigmented blushes afterwards. But again, my biggest issue with those is that they don't blend nicely. But this one, you can see it's a lot smoother in blending once I have the powder on. But yeah, although this is a little bit deeper in color, it still looks so fucking bright on me. Again, not really for me, but I can definitely see this working out for people that either love a nice red cheek or deeper skin. This is gonna work really well on deeper skin, obviously, that need that pigment, right? And if you have fairer skin and you like red blush, just be very extra careful. I think swatching videos are so important, but I hate doing them because my skin's so fucking raw and red afterwards. My lips, my cheeks, my eyelids. All right, let's try number 3, Mad for Fuchsia. I've been really obsessed with bright pink under eyes lately, and this would be the color to go for if you want that look. But because for me, this is the blush I use for when I want that under eye pink blush, but you can see how different the color is. This is gonna be the one to go for if your skin tone is deeper. Or even if your skin tone isn't deeper, you just want a brighter pink under eye, this is This is definitely the one. On me, that is crazy bright. But again, the on top of powder method is working out pretty good. Okay, let's go in for the colors I'm excited for. Number 4, ballet slipper. This one, maybe I'll just put across my cheeks here. 이쁜데? See, this is giving very similar vibes to the AOU blush that I use for my pink blush. To be honest, when I first saw the name, because I feel like a lot of brands use the phrasing ballet slipper of some kind to denote maybe like some kind of very feminine, girly color. And when I saw this, I was like, it seems too toned down almost to give ballet slipper vibes, but on the cheeks, it is giving that sort of pink ballet core look. In fact, what I was saying earlier about I wish there was like a cherry blossom color, I think this is the one. Oh, that's so pretty. See how fucking red my face is now? Jesus. All right, guys, this is the one I'm real fucking excited for. Number 5, Morning Whisper. This is a really deep color, so usually with these deeper colors, I like to put it more out here. Okay, bitch. Hold up. Oh my God. How do you describe that color? I'll definitely say it's more neutral than I expected. I was expecting something a lot more, I guess, purpley cool tone, but on the skin, it almost feels like a muted brown. That's probably because of my skin's undertones. It's pulling a lot more of that brownish red tone out of it, but this is definitely for the moody girls, that moody vibe. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm always looking for a blush that, how do I describe it? I can put color into because I'm a soft summer, so soft summer tends to look really good with like a quite wide blush application, kind of soft, but like you want the blush color to be there, but you don't want it to be like in your face. You know, I do love that looks on me sometimes with pink blushes, but for like an everyday, like natural color, you want a color that's like basically melds and meshes well with your coloring. And for me, I think this is the one. I wouldn't think so based off of just looking at this in the pan, but on my skin tone, it's not pulling too warm, it's not pulling too cool. It just looks like I have a natural flush to my cheeks, and I'm always fucking trying to look for that color. But whenever I try the blushes that are suggested for that look, they're always too red or too bright. And you know, like in the States or whatever, when they're like, you remember Victoria's Secret makeup artist was like, the models on the runway, whenever she wanted like a natural flush to the cheeks, she would use straight up red. So I'm like, okay, I guess. But as you saw, it doesn't give like, oh, natural flush. It gives bright fucking cherry red cheeks. But for my muted coloring, this would be the one. Okay, bitch. House of Hur, I think you ate with this one. I think you've motherfucking ate. I do like this one, number 4, but I feel like I'm gonna be reaching for number 5 a lot. Do you see how it's like, there's color in my face, but I feel like it doesn't read too much like blush, blush. Yes. All right, let me wipe this off and let me put on, foundation, concealer, and my eyebrows and contour and stuff, and then we can try the blush on again with a full face so it feels more complete. I'm not like skin tint and blush. I don't do that. I gotta have like a full face because, I don't know, I feel like on me, it's probably personal preference, but I don't really care for that light coverage. I want a little bit more of myself, so BRB. I'm actually really excited for this. I feel like it's gonna look really good with this. I actually didn't put powder on this time because this base is pretty matte. I get the feeling it will go on really well. So I'm still gonna do the same thing, just not on top of powder. I love it. Love it, I love it, love it. It's really interesting because I feel like with my full base makeup done, it feels more purple. So this really goes to show you color theory. I always get people asking me like, am I warm tone, am I cool tone, am I warm tone, am I cool tone? But it's really about, when it comes to makeup, what tones you have in your skin and how, when you put makeup on top of it, how those colors will react to each other. Because I feel like, you probably can't tell on camera, but it feels more purple or pink now that I have my full base makeup on and I neutralize a lot of the redness in my skin, but I still get the feeling of like, oh, it looks like a natural flush on me. That is so nice. I'm gonna put some on my chin as well. Just across my nose. Put some here too. A touch on my egg is higher. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I fear House of Hur may have eaten with these blushes. I don't know, y'all. I have a lot of different cream blushes, and unless they're like radically different, I don't get this feeling up in my pussy like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. But right now, for me, it's this fucking color. It's this color. You're not gonna find a lot of this color in K-beauty. So that's why I'm kind of freaking excited right now. Because I've always wanted a shade like this. Because, yeah. You guys know I fucking hated the Ampoule blushers. But honestly, I feel like House of Hur just motherfucking redeemed themselves with these new blushes, girl. These, these every cheek blushers. Pigmentation-wise, they're all very opaque. So it's not really necessary about having like, how to explain this? It's not really about the color being super intense. It's really about the opacity of the actual product itself, like whether or not the color's see-through or like quite dense in pigment. And so what I like about all 5 of these colors is that they're all rather opaque. It's good for people that have deeper skin because obviously that means you're gonna be able to see the color. It just means that for lighter or fairer skin that you just need to be a little bit more careful with it. I didn't like how they applied on my like, I mean, for me, I wouldn't apply these on like a bare face anyway, but that is something to keep in mind. I wouldn't put it on top of either bare skin or a super glowy base, which is kind of the opposite actually of their Ampoule blushers. Although these are a different finish, these are matte, I feel like they kind of address a lot of the issues I had with the original Ampoule blushes. So with the fact that these are quite opaque in color, that addresses the whole pigmentation thing. Because I feel like a makeup product, specifically blushes, are dense enough in pigment, then it shouldn't matter too much what your skin tone is. At that point, it's more about your personal undertones, right? Or what kind of colors you like. They do have the bright colors, of course. You got your warm bright, and then you got your cool bright. And then I think they do have a good range of more muted tones, from the slightly lighter colors to the slightly deeper shades. So I actually think they were quite smart with the color range of these particular products, and you get a good variety, I feel like. Although, I mean, it's only 5 fucking colors, but I'll be honest, as a regular shopper and consumer of makeup myself, yeah, lots of colors and shades are great, but sometimes if there's too many, regular people will get super, especially people that aren't familiar with color, or they don't know what looks good on them, they can get really fucking confused. So I think these 5 shades that they started out with are really nice. What I would like to see is maybe really pale shades, like shades that have a lot of white in them. I feel like in this conversation about being inclusive and stuff, that's great and everything, so brands will pull out these really bright shades, but sometimes there's just some skin tones, whether they're really fair to really deep, because of their undertone, maybe if it comes to bright colors, it just looks too much or looks too auntie-ish on them, or muted tones like this might look too old or aging on them. There's some people that just look good in shades that are very light. Even deeper skin tones can look good in those really whitish colors sometimes. It just depends on the undertone. So I would like to see some more whitish tones. That would be really nice. And then maybe just more of an expansion of these mid-tones in more cooler tones. Again, I feel like a lot of these shades can pull a lot warmer than you would want. I didn't do a wear test on these, but sometimes depending on the formulation, like those liquid blushers, throughout the day when your oil starts to come out, it makes the color actually warmer. And usually for these sort of cream blushes, that's less of an issue because of the way the formula is, but yeah, I would like to see more cool tone colors. So yeah, House of Hur, you got me with this one. Yeah, got me with this one. I was gonna make a joke about House of Hur being the House of Hernia because they're a pain in my ass, but I let you live to see another day. Specifically because of this one color, y'all. This is, y'all, whoever came up with this color, you ate down with this, sis. I'm taking this one with me to Texas. Oof. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you in another one. Bye.